Hello peeps, it's Louise again. Hope you're well, thanks for watching, and this clip is about how to manifest a good relationship. Now, I have never heard Neville Goddard speak on any of his YouTube clips about how to manifest a specific person. I mean, there may be one that exists, but I've never heard it yet. But what I have heard is he spoke about imagining a feeling of being blissfully happy, and you just putting it out there, that amazing feeling of being in a good relationship. And then if you want to be married, he said, imagine you have a wedding ring on your wedding finger, and maybe you're just touching that ring and thinking of the person who gave it to you as you fall asleep. So you're not actually putting a ring on your finger. You're imagining your hand has that wedding ring on, if that's what you want. Otherwise, blissfully happy. So that's what I remember him saying. But I was on YouTube the other day, and I was just curious to see what other people were recording about Neville Goddard. And not to my great surprise, the most popular videos were about relationships and money. And when I looked at manifesting a relationship, there were many, many clips about how to manifest a specific person. And yeah, as well as him saying about being blissfully happy, I thought, and I'm not totally sure, that he did not recommend that. I have to find that clip. If anyone finds it before me, please send me the link. And that makes sense to me, and I'll explain why in a moment. But yeah, I'm just gonna look at my computer and tell you some of the links there are there. You can do it too if you want. So if you type in manifesting a person, we've got 5 steps to instantly manifest a specific person into your life from Law of Attraction. And that's from 3 months ago, and he's got 184,000 views. That's a lot. And on his little picture it says 5 LOA, Law of Attraction steps for instant result. Instant. So that's not how it works. It's all about persisting in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. And so if you're doing it right, if you're imagining really well and you've got faith that it's going to appear, faith in unseen reality, it will come into your world. But with objective reality, things do not appear suddenly. Otherwise, we'd all be magicians, and well, that would be amazing, wouldn't it, if we could just have things straight away. So I don't know about these instant results. I wouldn't trust that. And then underneath we've got, yes, massive letters. You can manifest a specific person. 194,000 views. Attract a specific person. 83,000, only 1 month ago though. This person is called Joseph, and he's got a lot of hits on YouTube. He seems to do very well. He's got 2 clips on manifesting a specific person, and one is 123,000 and the other is 230,000. So that's a lot, isn't it? Even Bob Proctor's got one on there, and that's 1.7 million views. So what I'm trying to say is it's a popular subject, isn't it? And especially having these clips about it being a specific person. So what I deduce from that is that we want to control the result. Obviously we do. Obviously we do. We think we know what's best for us. We want that one. We want that person. Yeah. And he or she is going to make us really happy because we know he's the right person or she's the right person. But do we really know? I mean, maybe it does work. And then you could get that person, but they could make you miserable. And while you've got those rose-tinted specs on, when you're feeling romantic or you've got feelings of sexual desire for somebody, you are going to think it's got to be that one and nobody else. But actually, you're not thinking rationally in that moment. So maybe you shouldn't be imagining for somebody when you don't know if they're really going to make you feel happy. It might be a really awful relationship. I think of the piece of scripture in the Gospel of Mark, which is, all things are possible to him that believeth, to he who believes, the person who believes. So everything is possible if you have faith that it's going to manifest. But to me, all things does not mean all people. Things are things, aren't they? Many people would say, well, things could be situations, or they could be with a person, a particular person. They could be a relationship with a specific person. That's all true. But I think people are a different kettle of fish. We've all got the power of the imagination within us. We've all got the power of God living inside us. And so we can imagine what we want. And if we do it properly, it will appear in our world. But if I'm imagining I want that person, and then that person's imagining they want a different person, and somebody else is imagining they want me, then who's going to get who? We can't all, unless we're in a polyamorous relationship, it just can't work. It can't always work. So I have my doubts about it. I really do. And if it does work, I don't think it's a good idea to choose. I really don't. For example, I am a big fan of the singer Adam Lambert. And I just think he's amazing. And I discovered his beautiful voice only a few months ago. Or it hit me a few months ago. And it just sounds so lovely. It just cuts through to my soul. That's what it feels like. And then I discover he's such a beautiful man as well. So I could imagine that I'm with Adam Lambert and we're in this really happy relationship. And some people would say, yeah, why not? Why shouldn't it be you? Yes, he is rich, famous, and just incredibly gorgeous and a bit out of reach. But not only that, he's not attracted to women. He is attracted to men. So if I'm imagining for him and all things are possible, well, I should still be able to get him. Maybe make him like me over men. I don't think so. I don't think that would work. I don't think either of us would be happy. He wouldn't even say yes to that. But and then what's he going to do? Like, is he going to look at pictures of men when he's doing me or something? And how long will that last for? So it's not going to work. It can't be relied upon. It just can't. And if it did work, it's not guaranteed happiness, is it? So what I do recommend, though, is instead of imagining a specific person, put out the feeling of being really happy in a great relationship. Like Neville Goddard said, being blissfully happy. How would you feel if you were with the man or the woman of your dreams? Maybe you'd feel very content, just really settled, full of joy, like deep feelings of bliss and like an openness to life, because you do feel like you come alive a bit more than you already are when you find somebody that you're really in love with. So just remembering those feelings of being in love and putting it out there. And then you're going to feel great, aren't you? If you can manage that, you're going to feel fantastic. And that's going to bring the right person to you. So you put out the feeling, and then the person comes into your life eventually, rather than you imagine specific person, maybe he does, maybe he doesn't, or she, but not guaranteed happiness. And that makes sense, doesn't it? That's quite rational, that idea. But when we are romantically or sexually attracted to somebody, we're not thinking straight. So we can easily think it's got to be that person. I know they'll make me happy. Or you've already been out with that person and you just want them back. So you just want that particular person. Just please try to focus on the good feeling and just think, well, it might be that person that makes you feel like that. But you're guaranteed a good relationship if you're imagining for a good relationship. If you're imagining just for a person, it's not guaranteed, is it? So that's what I would do. Anyway, what else did I want to say? A very nice lady sent me some messages after a YouTube video, and she said my manifesting isn't working, and I've been imagining for 9 months now and nothing's happening, so what do I do? And I said, what is it you're imagining for? And she said that she broke up with her partner 9 months ago, and they were together for 5 years, and she wanted to get back with him, but it was he, no, he ended the relationship, can't get my words out. And so she was imagining that they were back together again, but nothing was happening. He's not showing any interest. And I just felt straight away, don't do it, please. Because I just see that as torture. And I totally understand why she's doing it. And a lot of us have been there and tried that as well. Because especially 5 years, that's a long time. And you must build a very strong relationship, really be in love with them. But you don't give yourself any opportunity to get over them if you're just constantly imagining that you're back together with them. So I would just imagine the good feeling. And if you're meant to be together, don't worry about it. You will be together. It will happen. But it's a win-win situation if you're putting out the good feeling. But if you're just imagining being with a person, not necessarily. It could happen, or you could end up just always miserable and feeling a void because that person's not with you right now and you want them right now. So I would say don't do that. And go out with other people. Find something that you really love in your life. Build interests instead. And I mean, maybe he will become interested again when he sees that you're just getting on with your life and you're happy without him. And you get together for the right reasons, maybe. I mean, not to go out with somebody just to make someone jealous, but just get on with your life as usual. And you'll know sooner or later. But I wouldn't just keep thinking about one particular person because I think it's a recipe for disaster, really. So that's my take on it anyway. I think just put the feeling out, feel happy, have passions in your life, and it will happen. The right relationship will come to you. And I was also listening about relationship advice recently by somebody on YouTube who's very, very good. He is straight shooting. He tells it as it is. And he's got some very good clips. And he was just saying, value self-respect over a man or a woman, over a relationship. Your self-respect is the most important thing that you have. And if you've got all the power you need within you to be happy, and if you give that power to somebody else and you think it's for that person to make me happy, you're both going to be miserable. And it's just not true. You should never put so much pressure on one person to make you happy anyway. So just try and keep grounded in yourself meditate, and value yourself over everyone else. And that's not being selfish, because I think you can only give to other people if you are giving to yourself. You're the source. So you're the source of love. If you've got the love within you, you can give to others, but you've got to love yourself first. And if you want to listen to some really good relationship advice about valuing yourself, not chasing people, letting them come to you, then listen to Mindless. Oh my God, mindless. Mindless attraction? No, mindful attraction. What an insult. He has got a mind. He's got a very good mind. And he speaks about the spiritual side of relationships with a lot of expletives thrown in. And when I first heard him, I was like, whoa, I've never heard anyone like you before. But he does speak a lot of sense. So I'm not saying take everything to heart, but you will find some things there that are good. So that's what I think. So self-respect and just imagining really good things, good reports in your life. So I hope that works for you. Thanks for watching again, and remember, make yourself happy first. Okay, take care. Thanks. Bye.